I'm doing good. Happy holidays.
Well, thank you.
Same to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Does anybody ever wish anybody a really awful holiday?
Bloomington Bison this weekend. Our next opponent. Other than that, I don't think I've heard of such ill wishes on the holidays. So,
like George Carlin, have a crappy day.
I love George Carlin.
Yeah. So, you guys just got off the road and you are back, but you'll be on the road again this weekend.
Yeah. Today, this Friday is our only home game for the next month, almost, which is crazy.
It's a long gap there.
Yeah. So we're in a stretch of 10 of 11 on the road. So we play Friday, the day after Christmas. Perfect. Get out of the house. Been sitting in the house for a couple days. Get out of the house. It's Bluey night too. So we'll have Bluey there, Bluey character appearance, and your kids or adults, whoever in your family wants to meet Bluey can meet Bluey. And then Saturday and Sunday we're on the road, and of course the broadcast is on KCJJ for both Saturday and Sunday, which is awesome.
I got the weirdest. We talked about it yesterday with Jim. The weirdest comment. I've been getting great comments, by the way.
Okay. Give me a bad one, though. Give me a bad one.
Well, this wasn't bad. It's just the guy calls up and said, I listened to that broadcast last night. That was the oddest broadcast of basketball I've seriously. I said, it's not basketball.
We lost pretty badly on Saturday, and it's 6-1 Walleye in the second period. What local team's the Walleye? I don't think that's the Hawks are Walleye now. The Little Hawks are the Walleye now.
The guy was confused.
I guess.
No, it sounds great, and we really have been getting real good comments on it.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I know our fans. They actually when we're not on KCJJ, so like home games and then obviously some of the road games, the online stream we do, you can like have a chat. There's like a chat button, so fans are writing back to each other, and it's a lot of some of our biggest fans obviously writing. And sometimes my friends will hop on there and comment some stuff too, and family and stuff. But it's a lot of our biggest fans on there, and then just people that are just tuning in. And they were like, well, how do we do the online chat through KCJJ? And what they ended up doing was, for people that are listening to the game, they go on our Facebook page and they start a chat of their own, and it like gets a few hundred comments and stuff. So it's kind of neat to see that they're taking it into their own hands, and they're still listening just as much, and they're hopefully enjoying the broadcast. We need to win this couple wins this weekend though. So we've lost 5 in a row, and we got to get back on the right foot. We've had so many injuries and players called up, and the Minnesota Wild and the Iowa Wild, who are affiliates, have had the same thing. So it's you're sort of at the mercy of the health of the teams above you. So hoping this Saturday and Sunday when we're on the air again, we can pull off a couple wins at Bloomington, and those games are normally right down to the wire games. They're and physical and fights and everything. So as we saw last year and this year. So hoping for more of the same this Friday at home for Bluey night, and then Saturday and Sunday when we're on the air with you guys.
Yeah. So games at 4 on Sunday. So you'll be on about 3:45, and then Saturday's game is
7
at 7,
p.m.
so you'll be about 6:45.
Yep. 7 at home on Friday. 7 on the road Saturday, and I love Bloomington for this reason. And 4 o'clock on Sunday, Bloomington actually drops the puck right at 7.
Oh, they don't screw around.
They don't mess around. The Heartlanders, when we're at home, it's like 7:03 or something like that.
They introduce the players. Sure, all the pomp and circumstance, all the fun of watching the beginning of the game.
Yeah, and even we were there for their like second home game ever, and I saw 7 o'clock, and I said, okay, it's a new team. This was last year when they were a new team. I'm like, it's going to be like 7:10. And so I start the pregame show at like 6:52 or something, or 6:50, whatever time it was. This is last year, their first season. And I see there's like 5 minutes on the clock because they were having like clock troubles because it was such a new team. Like little things in the arena weren't working. And all of a sudden, I'm like, and we're starting the pregame show, and the Heartlanders, blah 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 blah, and it's time to drop the puck. So let's do it. So I didn't even get to play the coaches interview that game as we normally did. But no, Tom Heath did a great job back in the studio on Saturday. He weathered the storm with me. It was not a pretty game to broadcast. I still have to go listen back It was not my favorite game ever. We ended up giving up 4 goals in the second period, and it was just a blowout. All in a 5-minute span in the second. So it went from 2 or 3-1 to like 6-1 right away. Yeah. And then the rest of the game was entertaining because I truly felt like there was going to be a brawl. Because when the game gets so out of hand, sometimes the guys just don't.
They got nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. So there was at least one fight. And a lot of just after whistle, just pushing and shoving and clutching and all this stuff. So even though it wasn't a fun win to broadcast, it still was a game, and we still had a fun time with it.
Well, when I lived in the Quad Cities, and the Quad City Mallards began their season, their mascot came out on the ice and took 2 steps and took a header. And I believe he.
What do you mean took a header? Like took a puck off the head?
Fell down.
Oh, gotcha.
And I believe he was knocked out for a little bit because he laid there for a while.
Wow, that's.
I've also been there was a CBA basketball team there, the Quad City Thunder, and their mascot was Thor, and Thor used to arrive at different ways. This time he was rappelling from the ceiling, and he got stuck up there.
Oh no.
And he was, sitting up there for half. They had to call the fire department in to get him down before they could start the game.
I'll share a funny story with you. It was somewhere in Atlantic Canada, like New Brunswick or something like that. They used to have a minor league AHL hockey team, so like kind of the level above us. And this is not my story, but I've heard this story a few times, where it was the first game in that team's history, and they had not introduced, there's no social media. They're introducing the mascot to the fans for the very first time. No one knows what the mascot looks like. And Steve, I know you got to listen up for this one. This is a good one. So they're introducing the mascot for the very first time, and they put the mascot in this huge industrial wooden box, and basically they were going to make the announcement. And someone was going to basically tap on the side of the box, and then the mascot was going to jump out, and it was going to be a huge thing. Yeah. Well, they forgot to make sure he wasn't going to overheat in there. The guy was fine, but they had little air holes and stuff. It was kind of like in Trading Places, the movie where they open and the 2 gorillas hop out, and one of them's the bad guy. Beaks. One of them is Beaks, right? And I love that movie. Good Christmas movie. And so anyway, so they introducing our mascot, whatever his name is, Flash, I don't know, whatever it was, and tap on the box. Nobody comes out. Come on, Flash, I know you. They think the fans are getting really excited. Tap on the box again. He doesn't come out. They basically open the side of the box where he was supposed to come out, and they teams are both on the ice, so they both kind of peek in there. And the mascot, it was so hot, he had just lost consciousness for a few minutes in there. And so he kind of they had to basically carry the mascot out in the full suit like he was on a gurney, pretty much. The guy was fine. It was so hot in there that was that team's introduction to their mascot was the kids are watching him getting carried off the ice unconscious.
Cedar Rapids Colonels suit arranged this. I was going to be in the Shucks uniform.
Yeah, Mr. Shucks, yeah.
Yeah, so Mr.
He's not a real guy?
So the woman who was Mr. Shucks is trying to explain to me, number one, the motivation of the guy with a corn body and a baseball hat. Now this is his motivation. And I'm looking at her going, what the... And then they put the head on me. They got the corn... They put the head on me. I can't see. The eyes are far. She was way taller than I was, and I go out there and I'm looking up like that, and she pulls me out after a half inning. Mr. Shucks isn't Stevie Wonder or something like that.
Were you walking with your hands out?
I've got a reputation.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, what, are you going to be a mascot for the Bears? Or what?
Yeah,
sure.
That's the goal for most of them,
It really is.
Move up to Capital City.
Yeah, one of our old... Another team I worked for, an old mascot performer, was like, hey, can you help me work on my resume to the Milwaukee, Milwaukee Bucks or whatever it was. And it's it's a big deal.
Oh, yeah. It isn't easy to do it. In all fairness, it is not easy to do it.
Yeah.
And those that can do it do it, you know.
Oh, extremely well, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I can't just be thrown in a costume.
Are you guys big baseball fans?
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
You know Tim Kirkchin is the ESPN reporter?
Yeah.
His son was Otto the Orange for 4 years when I went to Syracuse.
Right? Wow.
Yeah, seriously. And his son's actually working in radio somewhere.
Oh, cool.
I think like Cleveland or something like
That's
that. Works
cool.
in radio, yeah. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I learned after I graduated. And the funny thing about Otto the Orange, where I went to college at Syracuse, is like you can't be taller than like 5'3" or 5'4". It's such you have to be diminutive to be Otto the Orange. But anyway, yeah, no, we love our mascot Dash here. Dash is great, and is like he would tell you if you said like if you're going to play Dash, like here's what the motivation. Like
shouldn't have been put in there to begin with.
Is that the only time you've done a mascot? Been a mascot?
Well, this right now.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I mean, other than
yeah. Sure.
So
play one every day.
So you mentioned that some of the players have been called up. Who are some of the guys that have been moved up?
Well, we got 7 of them. So we have forward. Sorry, I'm trying not to sound like I'm a millennial or Gen Z. Jackson Nelson, forward. Our goaltender, Riley Mercer, who was leading the ECHL in minutes played and up there near saves as well. When you play a lot of minutes, you normally get more saves. He actually just had a shutout for the Iowa Wild on Saturday. They won in the shootout 1-0. And so he didn't allow a goal the entire game, and he didn't allow a goal in the shootout.
Wow, that's
and they
awesome.
won in his first game in the AHL. A couple of our defensemen, Mike Kester and Will Zmolek, are called up as well. Those are sort of the big names that if you followed the team, you'd recognize. There's a couple guys that have been here for like a few games, and they go up as well. But we're excited coming out of the holidays because it seems like the Minnesota Wild have gotten a little bit healthier, and we're hoping we can get a few more
trickle back down to you.
Trickle back down. Yeah, we need that reinforcement as well. That's the thing is like if you don't. If you're you only play 20 players a game, 18 skaters, then a goalie is starting, and then there's 20 in the lineup, your backup goalie. So if 7 are called up, that's 35% of your roster.
And do you get to replace them with anybody?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. But where do they come from?
Well, then they would probably come from either we'd find that we trade for them from another ECHL team, or we'd sign them from like Quad City since they're a league or 2 below us.
I see. Okay.
So that's kind of, but the thing is, when you lose 7 players up, those are your 7 best players, right? You don't get called up if you're not good, right?
Right.
So that's sort of the rhyme and the rhythm, and it really is. There's really an element that I've come to appreciate of luck, because it's not just your own luck; it's the luck of the teams in your affiliation as well. And it's not an excuse; it's just kind of the reality of the situation. But that's the thing: the Minnesota Wild are having an unbelievably tremendous season. And they're the 3rd best team in the NHL right now, and that's in part due to their ability to put in the parts that are coming up and around and make them succeed. So we've had one of our former players, David Spacek, played for us 2 or 3 years ago. He's been called up like 2 or 3 times to the Minnesota Wild already this year, which is sweet. So that's where we sit. We're excited for Friday, Bluey night, Bluey character appearance coming up at 7:00 p.m. Get there early as well. Doors open at 6, and you can maybe see Bluey before the game starts, so you don't have to miss any of the game. Game at 7 against Bloomington, and then excited to be on with you guys on both Friday and on Saturday. Or Saturday and Sunday, beg your pardon.
And you can still get $10 youth tickets online before the game.
Yep, $10 online youth tickets. We have our holiday flex pack deal as well now. So for $49, you'd get a team authentic puck, and you'd get 4 flex tickets, which can be used all in one pop. You can use them one at a time. So you could go to 4 games and get a puck for $49 if it's just you going. If you're bringing the family out, it's free parking, obviously, too. So you get a game puck, and you get 4 tickets for starting at $49. And then we have one for $99 as well, where you get 6 tickets, you get a $25 team store gift card, and you get an authentic game puck. So it's like a $200 value for $99.
Nice.
Yeah. Pumped.
All right. Well, happy holidays to you.
Yeah,
and
David.
Have a great Christmas. And
thanks
we'll
for being a part of this thing.
Absolutely. Can't wait for Saturday on the air with you guys, and can't wait to see everyone out on Friday.
Mighty 1630 KCJJ.